Oh fuck yeah, it's that serious. Okay. Last session, we wanted to make more money before leaving Randiron. We finally, well, we waited for the storm to pass. Some of us, performed a little bit of side hustle for money. Some of us didn't. Some of us failed fucking horribly. Isult met a very horrifying biomancer, which will come in handy later.
They look pretty funny.
We killed, the psychic lizards. The psychic lizards had trapped a part of the god storm and were worshipping it, and he used it to attack us. We fucking murdered the psychic lizards. We got our paycheck. We let the biomancer study it. We talked with the biomancer. We left. We were leaving the fucking impact. It was leaving the Grand Iron. Back to Carhill Rig. It was fine. It was normal. Went to the impact. Alan decided to take a fucking item from one of the angel statues. Dropped a hand. And Dark Souls Invader from the Mist rose Temperance from the center of the impact. And it's like, oh, your bitch ass is here. That's where he left off.
Okay.
So,
I have a small recording I have to play for you all, actually.
Ew.
Okay.
One sec, since, we're on that grind of things. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, need to find my soundboards.
You have been warned once. We even gave you time to leave, and yet you failed to do so. I am your final answer, your final choice before condemnation. I shall temper your wills.
Righto.
Oh.
As the concept of temperance, the embodiment of it, stands before you. The spear tapping gently against the ground as it sort of listlessly leans in front of Alan and Glacial.
This video, must you also quickly re-jog my memory. Were we actually warned not to come back? I don't remember Perception saying fuck and or shit. I don't remember.
No. So,
Okay.
by inference, theoretically, the fact that Perception attacked you probably was considered a warning.
Okay.
Okay.
I suppose.
I can
That's
see it that way.
reasonable.
Yeah.
From a certain perspective.
And then I fucking shot Kieran in the neck.
Righto. I'll be here as you need me.
Okay.
I would be careful what you choose to do. This may result in problems for other party members.
About to say, well, what we choose to do in parentheses, it's up to Glacial by themselves because Alan's not here.
Alan's not here. And
Pretty
everyone else is kind of
much.
well.
I can.
Vivian
Everyone
kind
else
of
by the
fucked over
carrots,
by being
basically.
in this terrain.
I'm just
like-
in no man's land. I can.
Yeah.
What can I do?
You're driving the cart.
I'm
Everyone
down
else
here with you.
basically. What?
Yeah, I'm just sliding behind you.
Yeah, look at the map. He's just
It's
over
a
there.
wrap.
Why are you here?
I was doing my own thing.
Inshallah. Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna ignore the heretic.
what's his charisma? Do you think you can convince this thing? Like,
Oh.
10. It's base charisma. I have
Base?
no modifier to
No,
charisma.
okay,
Oh, dude.
what about Bird?
I don't think Bird is gonna convince it of shit. Bird's a fucking heretic.
Mine's 11, so...
You're dying.
There's actually no fucking
Mine's-
shot that
Mine
currently
just is, it
have
depends.
the best charisma
Regularly
right now.
10 when it relates to godly stuff. 17.
Oh!
My charisma is task dependent.
Okay, this is
That's
okay,
better.
maybe we
this
might.
is looking pretty divine.
I
Yeah.
don't know, this doesn't look like one of my gods to me.
Oh,
Oh.
Like I said, heretic. Anyway, um,
Okay, well,
oh,
you guys got this.
Glacial.
I'm
Yeah.
cowering in fear with Vivian in the back.
You don't even know this is happening. Well, unless he was loud. Could everyone hear him, like, Temperance speak?
I'd imagine
Oh,
that shit's
fuck
booming.
Yes. The other fact
yeah.
of the matter is, you all would feel as Temperance arrived, the air itself shift. Almost like a lair was in effect.
Oh.
A layer.
Okay. Okay. I say fucking quaking in my boots. Glacial is going to basically kind of just reach a hand out, more as a like a friendly greeting of like, "Hey, I'm here. I see you. Hello."
Please don't murder us.
Yeah. I do not believe we were warned, Temperance. No one told us not to be here or not to come back. I am sorry for causing distress or harm.
You repeat the same actions which brought aggression to you earlier, Seer. What makes you think it would be different a second time?
We did not know why Perception came out. Perception did not say anything to us. I am unsure of why they attacked. No one has explained anything or simply said that we shouldn't be here.
Just because one is attacked on a path does not make that path inherently unsafe.
The concept itself, with almost metal-clad boots, would begin to walk closer, the spear gripped in hand, as they sort of glanced eye to eye with Glacial for the most part. Well, faceless to eye. Even so, such areas of prolific history should not be disturbed. Is it wise to plunder the tombs of so many for your own gain?
I do not mean to plunder. I simply meant to learn, but I do not mind leaving and not returning. I do not wish to trouble you.
It is not I you need to worry about troubling. I am close to thine advocate. However, in totality and in cruelty, might you find worse foes than I.
No nod. Then I thank you for your warning and for telling us.
You have also taken from this place. I require at least one of those items returned.
I'm sorry, Alan. You caused an angel statue to die doing that. I think it's fair to say Alan summoning Temperance.
Yeah, I think you can get that feather back.
Yeah, but slap his ass and give it back.
Let's see.
Let me find.
Okay. So let's see
Oh,
what's
this is delightful.
You know, he's a very reasonable guy.
Yeah, he's actually speaking. This is actually going quite well so far.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on wood right
Temperance's glance will begin to glaze across Alan and Glacial and up to the carriage. Are you sure it is wise, the company you keep?
They have not done me harm. I know some of them are concerning or worrying, but I wish to help.
Your association breeds guilt. Is that something you want, child?
I cannot control who finds me guilty or who determines guilt, but I want to help in what way I can, and if that marks me as guilty, then I am sorry.
The concept will glance over his shoulder, the sun beating down from above, and will just nod.
It's not often the guilty that need the most guidance.
I'm saying this out of character. More credits to my theory of looking at the sun after marking, like saying, I don't know who decides guilt.
Eee. Okay.
Hmm. You are on a very dangerous path, and I would warn you that the path you do travel likely would mean us to interact again. Are you prepared for that?
The path of those orbs?
Yes. It is not my business directly, but I will likely be dispatched to deal with it. I will happily slaughter your group for you if you need to prevent such course action.
They kind of look like, curious at them. You seem more closely related to my kind than anyone else, so if I may ask, is there a reason we should not pursue that path?
It is not my place to say. However, what I can is you are making your namesake very loud and apparent. As does you, World Walker. He will just look and just nod to Alan. Each of you has your set sins, and yet you seek to expand them. It is a path, but it will be one of struggle, strife, and persecution. It won't be a happy one, but in some eyes, such as your own, I could see it being a just one. Though again, I temper your expectations. Failure, like your parents, is always an option.
They kind of tilt their head to the side, somewhat thinking. Are there any paths you would speak of or suggest going down?
Let me think. They will just sort of idly tap the end of their metallic spear on the ground a couple times. Doing so, however, both Vivian and Isolt will feel almost a burning collar-like sensation trying to wrap around them. Could I get con saves from you both?
20. 10.
Oh, bye.
Who got the 10?
Isolt.
Isolt.
Fuck, I have a +8 in my.
Yeah.
Dude, if I had somehow rolled sub 10 with a +8, I think I would have just easy.
I would say there is a few tasks you could accomplish along your current collision course. It seems the one that likes to play tricks and those other three are involved. I cannot give you much more information without gifts, per se.
Gift?
What can you offer that would counteract the burning this inquiry would find me?
What would you like? What is satisfactory? This is your domain, not mine.
Something befitting of my name would be good, if you may offer anything. I do not make expectation of what you will give me. I understand that by nature most things given to me shall not be what I seek.
Now I'm sitting out of character. I don't. Do I even have anything that would that would suit something of temperance? I don't.
Bring it. 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 Bring
Exactly.
Yeah.
As for-
What?
whilst you're thinking, Nuggets, you feel the sensation vanish, as does Isolde.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay.
Something has happened to you, Isolde, though you do not know what.
Oh.
Oh fuck. Maybe you have a bomb strapped to your chest as well now.
You know,
I have a bomb strapped to my chest.
I.
Let's see.
You know what? I'm gonna go with a more symbolic answer, and I'm gonna hope it works.
Okay.
Hold on. Someone on the part. We had alcohol, right? That we never got rid of, right?
Fuck,
There was
hold on.
there's fucking. It's like Glacial looking back of just soughing of get me the alcohol, get me the alcohol, get me the alcohol.
No, I don't have mine anymore. Unless someone else has those.
I never got rid of mine, so I think technically I have some.
Alcohol.
Whatever alcohol we got from the Goyle brothers, you know what?
I think Clink has that mostly.
I don't.
All right, well,
it's a
first
good idea to offer alcohol to a being of
trust me,
temperance.
trust me, trust me. Please, the love of God, trust me.
I don't know. I trust you. I trust you. I just voice my concerns.
Oh fucking okay. Sorry, Clink's not here, so assuming getting some of the from Alan, Glacier's gonna use prestidigitation to basically make a well, also shape ice. They're gonna just shape a wine glass only half filled with wine, and offer it up. It is not much material wise, but I think it would be fitting of someone of your embodiment.
It has been a time since such gifts and homage have even been given. I will accept this. In terms of what you can do, there will come a time where you must plumb depths you have never thought you would. I ask that once you find the end, you push further. There will be another there that could guide you closer. However, he just glances up slightly. I cannot say much more, as they will take the glass made of ice and offer it up to the sky. The alcohol lighting a flame as the ice begins to melt. Do you have any other questions, child, before I must intensively ask you to vacate?
No, I do not. I thank you for your time and your understanding and help, Temperance.
It is the next time you come here, it is more likely a totality you shall meet rather than myself.
Well, if I have to come here again, I will keep it in mind. But for now, I will heed your warning. And I thank you for it dearly.
Be gone now.
It has been a pleasure meeting you. Goodbye, Temperance. As they will somewhat wave them off. Huh?
Go ahead.
I was saying they were going to wave them off before walking away.
The concept itself will seem to stand up and grab its spear, putting it in sort of in front of themselves, resting their heads slightly up against the shaft of it as they basically mutter a couple of words, their shoulders almost becoming ablaze as something grips it, as it will vanish back into the pool of gold below.
Good answer, nephew.
Well, that was fucking terrifying. Go, 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 go.
Fuck out of here.
Right, are you going back the one way you came, or are you going to try and go past?
I'm gonna do what the other travelers do, and probably what Assault used to do before we dragged her bitch ass
go
through
around
it.
the fucking rim.
Just go around the edge of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Insane traveler would.
This will add an extra week onto your travels, just so you're aware.
That's all right. We got plenty of
That's
food.
alright.
Right. So, that will mean I will need you all to start assigning things. As for you, whilst you're all doing that, I need to pull you down one.
You.
Yeah, hold on. Let me hurl you.
Dude, okay.
They're dead.
Okay. People who have read the docs, you know the hidden text narrator that's a real big asshole in the documents?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's the sun. I'm
the-
I'm calling it out. I'm
okay.
willing to put money on it. It is the sun. Because a bunch of shit in this campaign has kept correlating with the sun.
Yeah, they keep
Especially,
either looking up back at
title
them,
locked
mention
world that is
them.
now eternal. The rest of the world that lives is now eternally scorched by the might of the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one lives on the other
We
side.
have to fight
Aye.
the sun.
What are we gonna fight? The sun? Dun.
Did the sun kill the gods? Like,
I don't know. That I can't say. That I simply do not know what killed the gods. But
Because that would make. Ooh, the graphic time. Oh,
I definitely feel like at the very least the sun was cheering for their death. At very
Yeah.
minimum. But yeah,
Well-
Temperance was a quite a reasonable person. Gave us some
Yeah.
useful information. I appreciate this.
guy.
Yeah, you know, as you said, Nuggets.
appreciate
Good answer,
you.
nephew. That is
Good
literally.
answer. Good answer.
I feel like that's literally what it was. Is good answer, nephew.
Good answer,
Glacial.
nephew.
But yeah, I was like, hold on. They're temperance. I don't have anything like worldly to offer them, but half a glass of wine because being temperance, drunkenness is a sin, not drinking. So only half a glass of wine.
Oh.
I see.
Oh, I'm honestly, I think I'm a little glad Al. Oh, welcome back. I think I'm a little glad Alan wasn't here because I feel like Alan would have been a lot more bold and direct and not. Nah, you're probably related to me. I'm gonna listen to you. Not your.
Probably.
Breathe.
I'm also really interested of World Walker and Seer. Well. Wait, was he calling
anyway.
me or Bird? Wait, hold on. Actually, Dan, question before we continue. Was he calling me or Bird Seer?
He was calling you Seer.
Okay.
He didn't acknowledge that.
As one should. Heretic.
Whoa.
Alright, well, this is 6
Right.
weeks now.
Yeah, so
Alright.
plan out your week.
I'm gonna keep saying Alan's here for the sake of learning how to drive. I guess first
Yeah.
before anything, Bird and the school.
car.
Roll your. Also, I'm gonna make a request. Considering we are going around the outskirts of the impact, Dan, can we go by those are we going by those ruins above the impact to go to Carthage?
Let me take a look at them. Hold on. Because if it's what I think it is, you can go by there if you want.
I would like
you like
to.
to.
Plus, it would keep us a little bit more away from temperance and totality. It would...
Mm.
Whoa.
But hold on, would
I'd love
that add
for you to
extra
go by
time?
that ruins.
Okay,
It would
but
extra time.
okay, no, never mind then. No, sorry, we already have to take a fucking detour week. No, then we're just gonna skirt the outskirts of the impact.
That's a lot of time that we don't have food for.
At the very least, I don't think Isulta and Vivian are dying now.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
All right, Bird, Isulta, roll your rolls before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feed Steve.
Have you posted in the
Oh, yeah.
chat mushroom what everyone's doing?
No, because no one's fucking picked anything yet. No
Gonna be
one's-
doing my
Wow.
regular thing for food hunt.
Yeah, I'll also.
Okay, so you're going back out for hunt.
Okay. Oh, and that's you. Hold on. Before people keep fucking picking shit, Millie, roll
Yeah.
your roll.
Feed Steve. Whap. Pam. I'm gonna
Okay,
kill
you
myself.
and Bird. Okay, you and Bird are driving and feeding the steed this week.
Yep.
Theo is
We can do a secondary action before leaving to hunt, right?
no.
Okay.
No.
Hunt food.
Oh, I would
Alex-
advise, are you sure you wish to go hunting near the impact?
Oh, we're still close enough to
That
it.
is a good.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just on the
Point.
rim
Should
now.
we
Oh.
change that to
Fluid.
foraging, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Is that actually any
I
safe?
don't think I should be going far out anyway.
This is.
I mean, you could be foraging, like, away from it, not into it, you know?
DM reminder, the scout action exists.
We'll do that then. Yeah, we'll
Let's
scout.
Alright,
Yeah,
you two are
roll for that.
scouting. Alan is not here, and he can't learn how to drive this week, so I will be... I guess I'm picking for Alan. What would Alan do? Can't really do discovery, so I guess,
So,
can Glacial...
quick thing.
Huh?
Normally, when a player isn't here, I do not add them onto the list. So
I was just
don't worry
keeping
about
Alan only because he was already here in the middle of this.
Mm.
it. Okay.
Do I need to
Like,
roll anything?
obviously, if we start... Fuck, now I'm also
Um,
realizing I'm not gonna want us to leave Carthel Ridge until next session, because I don't want Clink to miss seeing his family.
Yeah.
But if I was Alan, is there any documentation we can do this week?
Would you just
yeah, there's
impact? Just interact something pretty fucking big. I think you can document that.
Yep,
Okay,
that's fine.
I guess Glacial and I will do documentation, as that is something that Clink would probably do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I would not worry about it. What I can do, if we do leave Carthel Ridge, is do a tech scene with Clank.
Okay.
True.
Yeah, so genuinely do not worry. It's also me for the sake of pacing. Anyway,
Yeah. Sorry, we take this campaign a little slow.
it's fine. I mean, I understand it completely.
Yeah. It does take
Righto.
fucking a billion years to travel across the entire world map. So.
Well, as it should.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just kind of slow.
Okay, documentation. Right. Because you've got it on yours, I'm losing the track with you, Marsh. Could you add a new thing? You know how you had the documentation? Let me grab your sheet just so I can make sure I'm doing this right.
It's not on my sheet. Should I add it to my sheet? What should I add to my sheet?
So you know how you got like film de homunculi and like the notes
Yeah.
for Grand Iron, like you had 2 of 5?
3 of 5.
3 of 5, sorry. Yeah, if you could have those displayed. If anyone does that sort of thing, please keep it on your sheet so I can know how far through you are, so I don't double up on info.
Hold on, I'll actually put Carthel Ridge first, because the Carthel Ridge documentation was first.
Yeah, so you got 1 of 5 Carthel Ridge
2.
guys, I believe.
2.
2 of 5, sorry.
Because
This
Alan
is what happens.
well, actually, it says documentation Carthel Ridge lore 1 of 10, and then Alan 2 of 10. Should I change that retroactively to 2
1
of
of 5.
5? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep it simple. My pedantic ass. Well, I don't claim to be a professional here, folks. Right. Could you put embodiments? 2 of 6.
Okay. Can do.
Right.
We'll do it once
Okay.
I'm done catching up.
And I will check the rolls really quick of what you guys got. Let's take a gander. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Due to the terrain type with animal handling. Oh, I think you force me to take some damage.
No.
Yeah. Horse. Ah, nice. Anyway,
The horse is jacked.
the horse is jacked, and it's now on a funny number of hit points.
God damn it.
In terms of Vivian, yep, you're both taking your. I assume those rolls from Vivian and Theo are for the scout actions.
Yeah, I was wondering what if I need to roll anything different for scouting, or if it's still just survival.
Should say on the dock.
Let me go find the dock.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh.
I should, Dan.
What's up?
On my character sheet, I should write it different of the difference if it's documentation something of 5 or discovery something of 5, right?
Yes, that should be distinct.
Scout is
Yeah,
investigation
because-
and
So-
perception. Or wait.
Investigation or
Sorry.
perception.
Wait, hold on. First it's a stealth roll, and then it's investigation or perception.
Yeah, so I'll need stealth
Oh,
rolls
okay.
from both you and Theo.
you
Also,
go.
yes, if you could distinguish, that'd be lovely.
Yes, I am. So everything on here is documentation minus Grand Nine, which has only been discovery so far.
Lovely. Because normally it goes discovery and then it becomes documentation once it gets fully looked into. And that's when you get like written shit. And once you get to the max documentation is when I can release it up.
Okay,
Oh, wonderful.
and total documentation of Carthage 2 out of 5, discovery of Grand Nine 3 out of 5, documentation of common potion ingredients 1 out of 5, and documentation of embodiment 2 out of 6.
Okay, so for the embodiment law you'll get, it does seem that embodiments are very much a thing. There have been hints to them on different areas. Back in Luminos, actually, you remember seeing like little tapestries and idols from times far before Luminos when there was something else there that predates Luminos in terms of a nation, where they would call down these different animalistic forms made of gem and such that used to also be called by these embodiment names. Potentially they are the same thing, or maybe something wildly different. The other thing that you all managed to learn through Alan is that embodiments occupy a weird space in terms of cosmology. Embodiments sit within technically an in-between of the celestial hierarchies of things in like religions and different sort of thought processes, being between a fiend and a celestial being denoted as a higher being, whilst the embodiments seem to be more down to earth in a non-literal sense. Their very nature seems to be compliant with the mass suggestion of what that term might be. So theoretically, if the entire shaping of that concept was different, say if the concept of temperance was harsher, theoretically the concept of being would become harsher and be subjected to that. It does seem that some concepts are able to have more of a voice than others. As to what distinguishes this, you are unsure.
Okay.
Any other questions or things you would have looked into with that, or do you believe you are satisfied?
I believe, especially for like the beginning of the research, satisfied.
Wonderful. Let's see what else I have to tick off this list.
Actually, if you would like, I can retroactively change it to discover, quote unquote, and change all of these to discover.
That would be
so that
ideal.
yes.
Okay,
Retroactively.
Theo
enter all
scouts. Birds driving the car. Cool. Okay, so. Right, so Vivian doesn't get noticed by anything. The next area is. Sorry, I gotta grab this from someone's thing. The scrapyards are next. Cool. All the scraps of Alderan. So, scouting through, you would notice a lot more due to the weather changing ever so slightly and cooling a bit. Vivian, not so much Theo, because Theo's looking back the way y'all came. He saw like a fucking weird looking bird and then it just fucked off. But Vivian, you notice that a lot of vermin have started appearing in the junkyard area ahead. It seems there is a couple of strange-looking badgers with almost two tendrils with spines on them running around. Some word comes to mind of an ancient creature called a displacer beast, but not too sure.
I think that.
But these are very different.
Those.
Now,
Huh.
You-
Those don't look too
in
normal.
addition, you would notice the collectors are continuing to roll around the area. I say roll. Let me grab an image for you. And I can grab an image of the other creature as well if you so desire it.
Yes, please.
Okay, one moment. Those are the main creature threats. In terms of the area, it will be difficult terrain because of the constant metallic scraps and everything. Potentially forage will be useless in this area, probably, because the components and such will not be very natural. It seems there are a few different companies and groups of bandits who are currently trying to dodge the corpse collectors who are in this area. But in terms of how you could get through it, you believe if you helped with navigating the carriage, you could get through there without an encounter.
Okay.
Yeah, let me grab the other thing. I just need to go grab it from the thing. So many images. Holy moly.
There's so many.
There's so many.
Okay.
Yes. In terms of driving, it is fairly smooth sailing per se. The horse is a bit uppity because of his salt fumbling a bit, but yeah. It is up to you also, Nugget. It is up to you, Nuggets, if you decide to release these images. So the two main current threats that would be in the next area.
Yeah, I think I would like to release those images.
Release the
Alright, you
files.
may post them if you want.
Yeah, yeah, where would you like me to post these? Just in mute
I guess
chat?
mute. Probably mute.
Okay.
I think the best one.
Oh, goodness gracious. Guys?
Oh,
What
oh,
the fuck?
I recognize the first one.
I'm seeing a couple of things that don't really look too friendly.
Wee woo, I recognize that first one. Wee woo, wee woo,
Wee woo. Wee woo.
wee woo.
Ah, the wee woo.
So that's what scouting gets you.
So, I feel like I'm so fucking. That's crazy. Okay, wow.
I'm trying to find myself in Dan's DMs of what particularly those are, because I know what they are because they're undead.
Are they?
I remember, well, it's some type of construct. It's some type of construct relating to the dead. I think. Fuck. No, okay,
Well-
no, that's a Crypt Walker. Where's the image of this? Where to God, I've seen that.
Is there anything else you all wish to do? Or do you wish to progress to next week? Actually, I need rations. Ration consumption.
Yeah. I think the last week we did the half rations, right? So
Yes.
let's hit the full death.
Sure.
No, we did
9.5.
full last week, so up to everyone else.
Oh,
But
I think I did half last week because I had the pie.
Oh yeah, no, you did full
yeah.
last week, but that's because you basically only ate. Yeah.
I did.
Okay. Also, I'm gonna ask with the sharing of the documents. Tan, please jog my memory. Would I know what the fucking first thing is glacial? Please jog.
Make me a history check.
3.5.
Okay.
So 6.5. So 5.5. This one. It's okay.
But why am I so stupid? There we
Yeah, I'm doing
go. Give roll 20 a moment. I hit the button, but it's not. There we go.
Cool.
23.
So those are corpse collectors.
Corpse.
So,
There we go. It was in the general area. Yeah.
yeah. So corpse collectors are a later invention within the Second Age. They are mechanical creatures that are made and sustained by the blood of other creatures. Often taking a large, hunched over, hulking form with spines on their body with almost small divots to intake bodily fluids. These creations wander around ancient or newer battlefields to sustain themselves. They are not overtly hostile, however, if they believe you're attempting to take from their stash, they will grow intensely hostile. They are probably rather dangerous and to be avoided at all costs. They are not communicatable with as to their original purpose and function. It seems to have been lost to history.
Basically, best to steer clear and don't look like you're trying to take their fucking sippy juice.
Right.
Oh.
So, next we'll be entering the ruins of Alden. This next we say action. So, I will note that this junkyard is also a minefield, pretty much. So,
Yep.
you
I
will need a
remember that.
very good drive roll.
Hooray. Okay.
Start planning. Remember, Nuggets, with your additional information, you have a bit of flexibility here.
Also, it suits Bird. Do your rolls first.
Yeah. I no longer have disadvantage, right? Or we're not in the...
No, that's only in the
Correct.
impact.
Yeah. Or Guagulus. Let's just hit the animal handling.
24. Thank
please.
fucking God.
Yay.
Oh, thank fucking God. You two
Good.
clutched up this week.
So, because you all rolled high enough, both of you may take an additional action.
Yeah. What
What's
the fuck
that?
am I gonna do? Okay.
Okay, well, you're gonna teach Alan how to drive. That's
Alrighty.
that's what we've been doing, and it's probably what Clinkwood wants. I'm going to put Alan down for driving. Being hot. 5 of 20.
Oh, my mic was
He's
muted.
a fourth of a way there.
Do I have to do anything specific for navigating, or is it just the perception without the stealth that scouting would normally take?
Correct.
Okay.
This, however, will take your action.
$13. Unless it's advantaged, in which case it would be 22, but I don't know if it is.
Okay. I will take this into consideration.
So what is everyone doing? Scouting?
Well, I'm navigating. I'm helping navigate.
Alright. I'll write you down as scout in parentheses navigating.
Yeah.
But Theo?
Good question. I doubt I want to go hunting in this area either. As the general gist of this seems to be, stay the fuck inside and wait. Anybody looking a little insane and needing consoling?
Let me take a look at my chart.
Do the chart.
Okay, classify and stain. Give me a percentage.
Anyone under like will go 60%.
God, you're making me do fucking math. No, that's fair.
You told me to.
Yeah, there's... Hold on. Let me check if I'm doing that right.
His standards are quite high for what is considered sane and insane. Fucking sell it.
He, oh, so kind to the big man.
Okay,
I thought you were about to
so
feel called out.
there is two people. Vivian and Isolt are not doing good.
Huh?
Right.
What I
They're a
do?
little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, their sanity scores are not very high at the moment.
Yeah.
Who wants to be made more sane more?
I can't tell you. I can only tell by the stipulation you gave me that those
No,
both are
I
below
think he's
60%.
more asking them of like, who wants therapy? More.
I do.
Excellent.
I really do.
Unfortunately, I am a church therapist. You're getting religious therapy. Let's go.
That's okay.
So, Dan, might I be allowed to make a religion check to just preach a religious gospel at people to try and increase their sanity? Now, the word of God helps.
Honestly, for the flavor of it, fuck it. Yeah, sure.
It's flavorful enough. Unfortunately, you're really bad as Ellen.
And unfortunately, well, sometimes there's mention of like undead and the vampires and that being wrong, and that gets a little awkward.
Ooh, he realized and like midway through an impassioned speech of the hate of the undead and the unclean. Ooh, right.
Apologies.
It's okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Attempt was made.
Oh yeah, I get
Let
to
me
do
roll
an
for
extra-
damages.
I made it worse.
you know the saying, you know, the worst they can say is no. You just did the worst version of that, but for therapy. You actively made their issues worse than if you did nothing.
I'm religious. What do you expect? I'm going to give religious trauma to the rest of you.
Oh. I have enough religious trauma. Dude, did you see Temperance?
Hey, Nuggets.
Uh-oh.
So,
Yeah.
can you roll me a D100?
Oh.
I've driven them insane.
This isn't good.
They're rolling on the short-term madness table.
Kinda almost right down the middle there.
Okay, thank you.
55.
I love mid
Cool. Once we get through this week, I'll tell what's going on there. Once Mush has posted it.
Yep. Alright, and
Um,
as for... oh.
I was.
Oh yeah, shoot has an action, yeah, right.
Yeah, since I fed that horse really well, can I also try console Vivian?
Yes, you may.
I feel like I'd probably be I'm in a similar boat, so I feel like this is a bit.
Like,
nicer coming
fucking,
from
she'll show the fucking Vivian
other
break
demonic
down after
Pokemon.
one of their sessions, and when this isn't working.
Yeah, that's not great. Persuasion or performance, right? Sure.
Persuasion, performance, or just wisdom.
Just flat wisdom.
Yeah.
All of that's 2, so yeah, hooray.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Pam.
Okay.
You managed to pull off an interesting trick of loading the gun, throwing a bullet into the air, loading the gun, and shooting a plate that was thrown into the air. This made Lillian happy. Vivian happy, sorry.
Oh. How wonderful.
Yeah, so that's raised slightly, so I will remove a bit more penalty. Let me check how much you up it by.
That gives me an idea.
Hey, watch this cool trick.
Watch this.
Pay a peep.
Gains 10 points.
Vivian's
Cool.
gonna pull out a gold coin. Not do it again.
Okay, luckily the madness table you were going to roll on is being downgraded, so that's good. You were going to roll on the long-term one, so now you're not rolling on the long-term one.
I've made you slightly more sane.
Yes. That's
Uh-huh.
Unfortunate.
this very
Ain't no way, bro.
for the next week, Vivian's going to be needed to be restrained.
Ow.
As the role that they got is that they must use his or her action each round to attack the nearest creature. So, unfortunately for this next leg of the travel,
Down.
you will be in hysterics for just a brief time as the reality dawns on you. The very sun, the very nature of this world doesn't want you to succeed. You're all alone with this group of strangers wandering through the wastelands, starving every couple of days, and there's nothing you can do about it as you go after traumatic experience to traumatic experience. Things won't get better. They won't improve. You're only lying to yourself to make yourself more happy.
Take down my rations too. Yeah, I just realized I should be retarded.
Oh boy.
Well, while that's happening, my thing's a lot more normal. I had so much time I queued up a meme for it. Anyway, there was
sorry.
really good construct stuff here last time. I'm doing discovery.
Okay. Right. Roll. Let's see, which one do you want to roll?
I think it'd be investigation because I want to find more parts. I want to.
Okay, roll investigation.
15.
Okay, let me roll on my table.
I want to collect my character sheet. I should keep it open.
Okay, you find 2 archaic scrap alongside a leg that looks to be of the mentee sort of style of things.
One mentee leg.
1 mentee leg as a treat.
Yay.
Minty fresh.
Okay.
Right. Cool. I think that covers everyone. Right. Now, reminder of this next section. It is the outskirts of sin. Groups of bandits. Huh?
Food.
Oh yeah,
I
food.
did my,
Go.
I did my food. I
True.
actually know. This week's my half week.
I'm gonna eat a full week. I'm a full.
Which
Where's
my
my-
half week
where's
is
my-
funny because my half week is like a quarter week for others.
Yeah. This is funny.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Yum 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 yum. Food every day for scavenging for funny parts. Food every.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
6th week. We are in the outskirts of
Sin.
All right.
So, bandit camps are a high likelihood, and guys might get attacked by Alabaster Dragon members if you're not careful. Luckily, you don't have Clink with you, so that's a problem.
What to say? It's bird, roll your shit.
Alrighty. Let's see how
Clap
this goes.
ham.
Bam.
Okay.
They
Those are
good?
passing rolls.
Okay. Well, Clink's being taught again. Joyous day for you, Clink.
Joyous day.
All right. Fuck is rest of you doing?
Good question.
Trying to hit Assault in the face, I think.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put Vivian as restrained.
Yeah.
Tied
Yes,
the
I'm doing
fuck up.
that. I'm restraining the van. It's not quite van.
I don't think. I don't. Would you actively have to be restrained? I think we can just kind of, hog tie him and.
Oh my god. Sure.
Okay, to be
safely
fair, okay,
unattended?
realistically, we cannot just, like, hold her for an entire week. We would have to just tie her up. Like,
Yes, but probably want to be monitoring that.
okay, should I put Theo as console / warden?
Slash warden is wild.
Is
And
that
have a
good with
captive
you?
audience.
Are you trying to make them sane while also, keeping them from breaking out?
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
Is it really like?
I have a captive
I don't
audience
know
for practicing my preaching.
Yeah, I don't know if it's good to have the fucking zealot proselytizing the. the
genuinely, it's fine. Nah, it's fine.
I don't think it is.
Dude.
Okay.
Theo, we're taking away your fucking preach license. Stop.
Maybe a soul should be in charge of.
I think you should switch the fuck out.
Dude, we just fixed them. How can you fuck them up again?
You know what? Honestly, it kind of makes sense. Like, Vivian's already in a terrible headspace, and it's
This
like,
does
but
just
God,
track.
Okay, I'm gonna. I'll throw something out there, considering how badly it went last time. Dan, would I care to listen to the religious ramblings, considering my state?
I don't particularly think you would. Though it makes you, I mean, he's first pick if you get out.
Yeah.
Theo luckily can't make it worse by account of how insane
Yeah, I was
Vivian is.
gonna say, at the very least, you can't make it any worse. Other people might be able to make it worse, but...
Yeah, speaking of, what is Silt doing?
We'll try console Vivian a little better than the religious zealot.
I don't understand. Why aren't they taking to these religious lessons that tell them they're an evil monster?
See, I think we should, think about that sentence
Yeah.
just a little bit harder.
I see nothing contradictory or wrong here. What are you talking about?
Roll your fucking thing, Millie.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Okay. Sick.
My- Oh, this is gonna be a fun one. Time for me to roll this time.
Inshallah.
Okay, so Nuggets, due to the fact that because of this, you are on a dangerously low number, I will give you two options. You can either incur something that's going to really bite you in the ass right now, or you can have something that's going to be an inconvenience for the rest of the campaign.
By right now, I mean, temporarily right now.
For a decent chunk of now, yes.
I mean, just rip the band-aid off now.
Okay. And I do apologize
I'd
for
rather
the...
be shot in the foot than have my whole leg amputated, you know what I mean?
I'm about to say, you'd rather get a shot and patch it up than be bleeding,
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going to roll the permanent madness things then. Cool, we'll just do the long term.
Okay. Sorry, Doug.
We're
Okay,
too
so-
early to get long-term trauma
It's
yet.
all good.
So your character currently suffers from extreme paranoia. You have disadvantage on wisdom and charisma checks. Now, this will occur for the next 30 hours.
I'm okay with this.
Okay.
I'm actually really okay with this. That's not bad.
That's fine.
Yeah, I rolled fairly fucking low, so that's better. Though I
yeah,
will note it will be if within the next week or two it does not improve, I will be rolling on permanent madness, which what you could have gotten was you try to adopt and become exactly like someone else and basically start changing your name, mannerisms, and style.
I'm sure that would be just peachy keen.
Mm-hmm. Right, now you all continue yapping and doing your thing. I need to set something up.
No, we're not done.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm doing discovery.
Hold
I
on.
want
What's
to
specific
discover
opportunity
more
to test that?
Carthel Ridge. I want
Okay,
to
you'll have
make
give me
continuing
a moment.
discovery at Carthel Ridge. I want.
Sorry, one second. Just fixing some things up.
No, you're
Go!
fine.
Right, so discovering Castle Ridge, what did you get roll-wise for that?
I didn't roll yet. I assume that. What is that? Oh, what would that be for discovering Carthel Ridge? History?
I'd say history, yes.
That's 20. Then.
Okay, so cool.
Nice.
Up Castle Ridge by 2, actually.
Yay!
So, couple of things. In terms of the early days, Castle Ridge definitely was more founded by the collating war bands of multiple of the War Child's efforts. From cannibalizing and destroying multiple towns and taking the children and raising them in his brutal philosophy. Thievery and strength makes better than any other way of life. Through this, the people grew up lawless per se. However, there have been multiple attempts of injection of order. There originally were different guilds of sheriffs that would attempt to use magic linked to the statues to try and bring order. However, for whatever reason, they have all either left or died. Some of their tools probably still lay buried in the very catacombs of Carthage themselves, as now in their place 4 families arose. These different things: the Alabaster Dragon, the Corelma, the Goyle brothers, the Tributes, all of which hold major power. Well, until recent disturbances, in which case it has been shaken slightly. Each of these families has a different purpose. The Alabaster Dragons have a heavy focus on upholding the values of some of the war lieutenants of the war child himself, being ferocity and might makes right. Probably the largest and most militaristic. The Corelma being a network of spies and assassins, which originally come from a culture of Yuan-Ti found in the Underdark that has connections to this area that have sort of branched out. The Goyle brothers, I don't think, needs any more explanation other than their murderous and tinkering nature, causing them to expand into ever more grandiose experiments. And the Tribute, said to be some of the original inheritors of these lands, almost a native people, so to speak. Their gods and their way of life trampled by the very nature of what the War Child had done to this region, has been shifted. Using their ancient beliefs and different forms of idealization, they have kept themselves rather hidden. However, it is thought that they might be controlling a lot more than what is understood, seeming to be more associated with the occasional red moon that can appear in the skies of Carthage. On which events such odd things can happen. Certain undead or creatures from the past, as if being brought into the very present, can appear. The foundations of what is real breaking for a brief time. Any other information you would like or clarifications?
For now, no.
Okay, just checking. Do you want to give this lore review or not?
We'll get the lore review when I next time I discover Carthorage, because that will be the final bit of knowledge for Carthorage.
Mm.
That will be when we leave,
Cool.
though.
Obviously. And then I can start
are in
writing up a document
Carthorage.
and share it. Cool. Console, Vivian, console, wooden drive. Cool. I think I've covered everything, so rations are needed.
A full week this time. Now put
Since,
me on.
Warden, what do we... sorry, go ahead.
No, finish first, please.
Hey, Warden, what are we feeding the vampire?
Vampire. They're in a state to tell me what they had last time?
Nope.
Actually,
I
very
would
simple.
assume the
Is it-
rations that they've been.
Yeah, like
lugging
how
around.
much? Checking the rations, is there a half ration there or no half rations?
Nuggets.
Last week I had a half ration.
Right, so they're getting full worth of rations. Yeah, I assume I've seen how much they eat, so I'll give them that.
Okay.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Wonderful. Now, what were you going to say, Much?
Thank you.
I don't remember. I think I was just saying what I was eating, which is I had full last week, so I'm eating a half this week. Plus, we're gonna get fed by
That's fine.
Alan's parents, so.
Yay!
Okay.
True.
Righto. You will all arrive in Carthorage.
Yay!
It's much like how you left it, though the factories, it seems, and the amounts of more archaic weapons seem to have lessened in the streets. The very violent nature of the city is never lost. The very blood and soaked in the dirt, the cascade of used bullets. You know, the odd lizard folk roaring in someone's face as they basically slam them against the side of the bar, drunkenly. Much has changed there. What has changed, however, is the faction distribution. Individuals who are fully masked and robed now roam these streets as well, almost openly. The veils and such in a nature which allow their wooden masks to sort of glance in an almost Cheshire-like look amongst the people. There is also a larger presence of alabaster dragons around different sections and blocks, and Krelma agents sort of slinking in between.
Oh.
What would you all like to do in the center of Sin?
I think we should find Jasper.
Okay.
True. That'd be a good one.
Righto. How would you try to seek out your informant, Jasper?
I assume just going back to the place he took us last time.
Last
do that.
location.
Hmm.
I'm sure this little shit somehow already knows we're here anyway, so I'm sure.
Yeah.
Not a terrible read. Like that sounds about right.
Right. As you all go across to the more darkened alleyways of Carthorage, where blood runs into the almost gutter-like system, where back alley deals, you do see an interesting sight of a centaur getting a lovely set of white powder, which, honestly, with how discombobulated on the floor he looks afterwards, he probably had a great time.
Oh.
Good for him.
He's chilling. Good for him.
Soon enough, you find that door again with a set of two imps resting outside, both sort of idly flicking their tails about, each having almost like these small little Stetson-like hats on as they sort of glance up at you both. You just
No, I
gonna
thought they were gonna
stand there and stare, or?
I thought they were gonna say something. Oh, we are here to see Jasper.
Ah, And you are?
A party with contacts to him.
Our
We
old
went out on a
friends.
mission for him, recently to Grand Iron.
Mm.
Sure, sure. What's your mother's name?
Which one?
And either of them.
Celine?
Celine. Okay. Right. Okay. And you seem to be conscious enough to remember the date. Cool. I know. They'll basically... One of them will turn into a long red centipede which skitters under the door. As soon enough you hear bolts clicking, the grinding of old hinges opening as they groan in such agony from their fixation again. As soon enough you're all led inside, that large burly sort of centaur guard just sort of glaring at you all for a moment before ushering you into the room again. A dingy room with a singular light and a wooden table. The chair across from it seems vacant as they sort of pat the seat for one of you to sit in.
Well, Alan's not here, so the party
Choose
head
wisely.
would. I. Does anyone else want to take it? Any takers?
Fuck it, we ball.
I don't know.
No,
I
not
don't
you.
think-
No, I'm vetoing you. We can't understand you. I'm vetoing you.
Your accent's too thick. Sorry, man.
Dude,
Damn.
genuinely, it's like
Is
a
Vivian
fucking
still
a
tweaking?
prayer every time if I even comprehend the general gist of what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm sorry. Vivian still is. How's she doing?
Vivian is
Vivian-
paranoid at the moment. Vivian is like fucking like
Vivian is
shifty.
paranoid.
She's paranoid,
But
but not
they have stopped
actively
attacking people.
Okay.
They have disadvantage in all charisma checks. Maybe we shouldn't put them there.
No. Yeah.
Oh, it's
It's just
glacial.
perceiving
Glacial's
a
but
glacial. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, it's
Okay.
Theo. We should give him Theo talking for a little bit. I think Theo's lost talking privilege.
Yeah.
I'll be behind you. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
The
Bert
one
will come
time
with-
our charisma caster is not here, party fucking implodes.
Because Glacial is not meant to be the head of the fucking party.
I mean, I can sub in. I got a 2. It's a little better.
You do not. You are barely cognizant of what's going on, Millie. Hand on shoulder.
I am.
I'm back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello.
We're going to meet Jasper. Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
Glacial's gonna sit down in the chair with, like, presumably Bird behind them, standing, like, behind them.
Yep.
Okay, Glacial sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
As you sit down, the light immediately snuffs out. One moment whilst I change my music.
Whoa.
Dan.
Hi.
I doubt it'll help much, if at all. But the entire time that we're doing these things, Vivian is just going to be quietly deep in thought, just reflecting on things. I wouldn't call it self-counseling, but just deep reflection to try and sort of realign herself mentally.
I know. I've put the song I'm listening to in the mute chat for those who wish to immerse themselves in the experience.
Oh.
Where
shall.
is it? Ew.
As you'll hear a soft chuckle emanating from the other side of the table. As soon enough, you feel a set of clawed hands grasp from under your own, almost like they were escaping from your very shadow, Glacial. To the other side of the table, a silhouette now exists with piercing cat-like yellow eyes. As it sort of glances at you, Well, y'all are back pretty soon. What can I do for you?
Hello, Jasper. We came to, I guess, inform on, Grandine.
How'd that go?
Well, when we got on the train, we had found a Oni, from, Inalef. They were, okay, right, she'll kind of pull out a book, just start flipping a little bit. We met a couple of scientists who, had their own orb, although it was broken. They had set up a device to somewhat read and study it. When we gave them ours to, tinker with, that is when the Oni stole it. We managed to get it back and kill the Oni. Afterwards, we got a couple of visions, and we are trying to head to Inaleth now, as that is where the vision was.
Oh, you sure you want to go down that track?
I am not entirely
Just
sure on
check.
anything, but is there a particular reason you would advise against that?
Oh, no, my dear friend. I wouldn't advise against much. I believe personally you can do whatever you like in this life. Now, if it's visions y'all getting, it's really funny. Back in the day, back way before your time, visions used to only come up under very specific circumstances. Certain criteria one would have to meet, meaning y'all either have a benefactor or y'all have now got your purpose under lock and key.
They sort of tilt their
Ain't
head.
that funny?
Huh?
Oh, no. I'm just musing aloud. I mean, personally, I would be rather careful about going to Inalef. That place will consume you. Trust me.
We
But,
plan to be careful, but go on.
oh, no. I don't think you realize. How much do you actually know about yourself? How much are you willing to gamble away your own memories, your own experiences, and what you think is real?
Not particularly something I am willing to give.
Well, see, now that's going to be a slight issue, which I could fix for you, potentially. See, Inaleth has this funny little trait of being so infested that some people even swear a star in the sky is glaring down at everything. Not the, well, not the one y'all expecting, but they would glance to Alan. Just because y'all patrons pretty kind to you don't mean others will be kind to you. But as someone who originates from Inaleth myself, it is a rather interesting one as you abide by the laws. Or you could do it the fun way. I know of a few groups there who could cause a bit of noise to allow you to get to the very heart of it. But that's going to have to require some aid on your end, as you will hear the sound of crinkling parchment and the clatter of a quill as a darkened, clawed hand presses forth from the darkness, showing a contract with a quill.
Fristraf.
Well, no. Before you speak, what the fuck is on this?
As you read it, to put it simply, condensing down about 400 words worth of text
Oh god.
and subtext, This is a contract to help a group of mercenaries in Innerland achieve the goal of breaching into the central walls of its complex to attempt to raid the palace. You are not required to assist them past this point. In exchange, your mind will be shielded from tampering by aberrations. However, under the stipulation, Jasper gains sole ownership of any mental effect against you that he can control.
How the fuck? Oh my
What does
goodness
okay, hold on.
gracious.
What does that like mean? Like, does that mean if a mental effect happens, Jasper gets to use it against us, or?
It is not specified.
Okay, cool. Now we speak bird. No.
What was my line of thought? Oh, fuck. Okay.
Come on, boy. Speak up.
Rich group. If you could say their name.
Oh.
Helping. You know I can't just ruin anything.
You know, it's a recent upcoming one, but actually. I know their group leader's a fella named Romeo, but it's kind of fun. A bunch of outskirts people who were I believe they were called Hamlet by chance. Now, this is where I have to drag you down one moon to give you some talking to.
Okay. I'm dead.
I'm dead.
Go, boy.
Alrighty.
So, the organization of Hamlet that you're aware of.
Mm-hmm.
This is a group of people from the outer, a smallish faction from the outer walls. People who are fed up with how they are treated, and people who have basically been seen as terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
They have. It is thought that their member Romeo is actually a disgraced son of one of the inner court members,
Okay.
and that he is basically trying to get back at people. He's been at this for about 10 years. He sort of just popped up, which is kind of strange, but it's not uncommon for kids of nobles to be sheltered
Yeah.
and hidden. In terms of their organization, their mascot is a black bear, which they have a black bear as part of their group.
Oh, fun.
Um,
Alright.
Yeah. The campaign, it seems that they have been doing has been trying to breach the inner walls again. They have been known for blowing up bridges and blowing up infrastructure. They have been known for causing large altercations and causing aberrations to descend on large populations due to their efforts. They have both kept people impoverished by their own actions and their attempts, but each time getting closer and closer to their goal. Does this make sense?
Yes, I do. Would Bird know? Would they ever attack his family stuff if given the chance to steal, loot, or harm?
Yes.
So they would.
They would have definitely tried to get stuff before. Yes.
Okay. Fuck. I need to think for a second.
Okay,
Alrighty.
well, can we do that up, or do you have any
Yeah.
questions?
Give me a sec. Is there anything else he would know, as in how they would look like visually, like the leaders, or anything?
Like
so
regular commoners or adventurers. They try to hide themselves pretty well.
Okay. I think that's it. I'll DM you if I have any more questions later on.
Cool. Let's go back up.
How awful this is.
Righto, if you'll need a minute, I will be AFK for a few.
Oh, okay.
We don't really need a minute. We all kind of
Yeah,
quit
we
very
kind of are in
quickly.
agreement.
I mean-
Yeah, we don't.
Catch
I
me
mean,
up. What do you
I
think?
guess-
Catch me up.
But yeah.
We all, I was at least saying, especially for Glacial right now, since they're kind of in the main position of deciding this. I just talked with probably distant relation of mine, Temperance, and considering things Temperance said to me, Yeah, Glacial is not signing a fucking Devil's contract. Also,
Okay.
the thing is, that the whole clause on Jasper owning mental effect, Nuggets agrees I'm probably right in the fact that Jasper can now could use, if we hit him with a mental
has that
effect, Jasper
override
can use that
spell.
against us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Which,
quite
the
literally
issue
can't, like,
is, if that's just
foresee that
owned,
the
if that
other
is
way.
permanent, that is the issue of can never quit for him. Because now he
Yeah.
has permanent, it's no longer, we're working as a team, partner. It's just, do this or I lobotomize you.
Yeah,
Like,
now you're under
You know what
me.
this contract reads to me?
Mm.
We don't
Mm.
have to go in and help them past getting them in, but we're going to get threatened to go in and help them after letting them in.
Yeah. Well, I was saying, here's the thing. Randomly with Jasper are basically just, like, tying all our knots, finishing up all our things.
Yeah.
Because, we came to Grand Nine, we did all that kind of on his behalf, kind of because of his word.
So
This is finishing that. We are basically at the end of our lease, at the end of our contract, and
We
he
don't
wants
have
to
to
renew it. And
anymore.
I think this is a good time to get up and walk out.
Yeah,
I have
so
a
we
slight
need
off-topic
him
question.
again.
Yeah.
Do you think we could find a place to just relax for a couple days? Because
Alan's house.
Alan's parents.
yeah, I was gonna say because that might help our sanity a little bit if we just take a couple.
Yeah,
days
I
to
think
relax
taking at
for
least
R&R.
half a week to basically just chill with Alan's folks.
I'd say a full week, truthfully.
Yeah, we can get housed by Alan's folks, and then we can see
Yeah,
about picking up some.
nice.
Like before we go on, sorry, Dan. At least
You're fine.
we can probably use that as time to also quote unquote relax, get sanity back, looks at you,
Yeah, just have
and
some R&R.
also like kind of get more of the proper state of what's happened in Carthage since we left.
Yeah.
Plus, that gives Alan plenty of time to be with his folks since he's a very family person.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now continuing, is there anything Bird likes to say now that he's on the lore dump, or?
Is Glacial able to be pulled to the side of the room with Fastan? Or is he, like, locked in? Like the shadow zone?
Only thing you can tell is you think that Jasper's there, and like you can only really see the silhouette in the eyes. Even
Okay.
then, this is with dark vision, seeing only that.
I'm kind of talking to the air right now, then, for Bird, basically.
I see.
Is that no? I'm asking that. Like, is that correct? Is that like a correct like?
More or
like,
less. His voice is being heard around the room.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think you can pull me to the side for
No,
this.
I
don't
think they're everywhere. Okay.
They're everywhere.
So you're asking us to take care of terrorists. Really?
Well, technically yes, but well, you and I have the same interests, to be quite frank. I mean, I'm pretty fucking certain the place you're wanting to go is the palace, anyways, ain't it? Ain't that where that
Perhaps.
funny little door is where you need to go?
I never mentioned that.
That's true.
Oh,
That was a slip up. Not from Dan, from Jasper. Not.
the old Freudian slip.
How would you... God damn it.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
What's my thought train?
I had to.
Fuck you. Oh. How did you... No. You probably have eyes everywhere. Wouldn't surprise me. Especially if you're one of this.
I dabble here and there. Old habits die hard, you could say.
You could try that again.
But hey, you could sign this, you could not. You'll still be going in the same direction. One with less protection, one with more.
Glacial. Your rats.
You see kind of Glacial, like, idly, like, eyeing up at where they can see Jasper, and idly looking at the paper. I am sorry, but I'm going to have to decline this contract. They put the pen back down on the paper.
A clawed hand reaches from the darkness and takes the contract back. That's fine by me. Not my problem either way. But it is rather a shame. Might I ask why? You surely have reasons.
Some of the wording on this isn't too clear, and after a run-in in previous weeks, I am uninclined to sign anything with relation to entities.
I'm no entity. I'm just Jasper.
You may be, but you also have connections, and this is still a binding contract.
Well, everything has to be. I can't be too concrete with everything. I mean, if you want revisions made, just scribble the parts you don't want in there out. It's negotiating.
Then Glacial kind of picks the pen back up, but on the feather side. Basically, they're poking the paper with the feather side of the pen. May I ask what exactly are the terms meaning here? Poking at the ownership of mental effects part.
Ah, yeah. Due to the nature of how aberrations work in that region, there is a celestial body that has a more domineering effect of how those are applied. Through a contract, due to the power of that type of magic, I can switch its ownership from them to me. So you could either be fucked over by the person you don't know, or trust me to keep you safe. In terms of what I could do with that, it means that I will be notified if any effect occurs, and I can choose if it applies.
And how long does that last?
Theoretically, as long as the effect would last. But if you're worried about me using this outside of Inalith, he will point down to a certain clause stating that all these terms are prescribed to with Inalith and the departure from Inalith. And anything pertaining in between. Was that clause there before?
Oh, wait. Can I roll an intelligence check to...
Sure.
The intelligence is on paper recalling information, so yeah, that is quite... Nat 20.
Let's go.
Okay. That clause probably wasn't there originally. When he pulled it back, he might have revised it.
Okay.
Meaning, he didn't lie, but he technically has changed the contract since he read it.
I would say any other edits I can notice with the fucking nat 20 on an intelligence check on this.
Okay, so other revisions. It has now stipulated that you are to assist them. You are not required to be successful for getting the group in, though you must still find the door. That is still stipulated. The other revisions is taking out any notice of this contract reinstating itself if broken.
Sorry, say that again?
If the contract won't be reinstated if broken. And neither party will be held liable.
Well, okay, sitting here, with the pen in my hand, out of character, at least saying this, so, sitting here with the pen in my hand.
Yeah.
That doesn't negate it. It simply says we're not held liable if either party breaks the contract, And that doesn't actually say the clauses of the contract get null and void. That doesn't actually say that the Eldritch Star gets ownership of those mental effects back. Meaning, we basically still couldn't break the contract, but Jasper could. And we just get fucked with anything mentally that we got hit with that Jasper now has ownership of.
I'd also like to say that either party still does mean that, by all means, we aren't like fully in control of our end. Even
Yeah.
we could be in the middle of things. The other
And
party
then
might
they
decide
break it for some reason.
they break it.
They might
and then
decide,
all of a
alright,
sudden, bam,
well, this
our
is
minds
fun.
are gone.
Yeah. No, they don't even need to break the contract to fuck with our minds. Anything we've been hit with, they just can use. There's no stipulation about using. Okay. Yeah, Glacial will
downstairs. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Good.
Glacial will somewhat circle part of it with the revisions. It also does not state here. It simply states that these end once we leave Inalef. But if effects are still applying to us, well, then what happens? Would the ownership of it go back to the Eldritch Star, or?
You want that specified in writing or verbally?
I'm more asking an understanding, because this contract is finished once we leave. Assuming everything would go well, once we leave Inalef, the contract would be finished. But if anyone was still suffering under a mental effect, what would happen? Would the ownership continue with you, or would it be transferred back to the Eldritch Star?
That is a good point. One sec whilst I check that. You'll hear the sound of melting and you'll hear an almost sludge-like melting sound and cracking of bone as the eyes sort of melt away for a second, leaving you alone. You will be given 5 minutes to talk without Jasper being aware of anything you were saying.
Thank God.
Oh.
I will be listening, however, myself, OOC.
Okay.
Yeah. I will call the rest of the party in and basically fill them up on the situation, assuming they come in.
Yeah.
That is fine.
Okay. So, hold on. Actually, I will start a timer. Timer. Now. Okay. So, basically, we told Jasper about the general things in Grand Eye, and he proposed a contract to us. Which is because of the mental effects and that sort of thing, in the area around Inalef, because of the aberrations. He will control the mental effects applied to us. Basically, on paper, meaning that we could technically be shielded from them, as he could choose simply to not activate them. However, in return, we would have to assist with a terrorist group breaking into the palace of Inalef. Alongside, he somehow knew more information about the vision than I told him. I only told him we had a vision and that we were going to Inalef. He mentioned we need to go to the door, and that's where the vision took place. I did not tell him that.
God, I hate working with this guy.
I personally am, even with some of these revisions, I am against signing this contract. I do not wish to add more sins to my tally, nor do I wish to damn my own soul.
I 100% agree with you. It seems like a terrible idea.
It also states here, Glacial kind of points over in writing, that he has ownership and it's not specified until the effect ends. Basically, as long as the effect would last on us, he would have ownership of it. But if the contract breaks, which it says at any time, either party can break the contract with no repercussions, that clause isn't negated. He would still have... Well, actually, he just left to figure out if he would have control or the Eldritch Star would have control. Either way, it's a pretty bad contract. And while it says we have to assist the terrorist group breaking into the palace. It does not actually. It says we don't have to be successful, but I feel like these mental effects will be held above our head, if we do not help to our fullest extent.
Also, a deal in which you can
Definitely.
break it is non-binding. It means nothing if it's not binding.
Mhm.
I trust
I-
your call with it.
I feel unwell about this.
I do not support
I think
this.
I think we should simply get to once we're done in Ridge and we get to Grailsguard, we should take precautions there for the things in Inaleth and deal with it on our own terms. I am also frankly uncomfortable helping a terrorist organization try and attack the capital of Inaleth, as terrible of a place it may be.
I don't want any more people to have a reason to not want me here around, so I'd have to agree.
I think we're all fairly well in agreement then.
Yes, Jasper also seems to be able to very subtly and quickly edit this contract. It's not something I like.
In the time it takes you to sign, you change half of the contract.
Very possibly, he took it for but a moment, and multiple clauses were added and changed. He should be coming back relatively soon. So,
Hate to think
if
what's
you all
hidden
could,
in the file.
if you all could step out again, I will keep all of your opinions in mind. I do not believe I'll be signing this.
It's going back to his
I
corner.
don't
He's
think
still
I
in that
will be
room.
either.
Alright, we have like a minute left, so I guess now we just wait out the clock unless Dan wants to skip until
Okay.
Jasper's back.
We can skip.
Yeah.
Soon enough, you feel in the corner of the room a set of hands crawling out of the very crevices and cracks as a long, almost pudgy but oddly spindly limbed form just creates itself as the sort of silhouette walks its way back to the other end of the table, taking a seat. Right. In terms of your answer, I got a few fine details for you. Now, first things first. If control of those effects do go back to that star, they might be a bit more powerful under their watch. However, I could, as part of an additional addendum, change that so they would just be null and void completely. That would be my bind to the contract and requirement upon its completion. I don't care if you keep your end.
It also states here that either party can break the contract with no repercussion, so that does not make this very binding.
That would need to be amended to make it more binding on my end of service. So I do more for you.
Well, we plan to stay in Ridge for quite some time. Would you be alright with, once you have resettled your deals and negotiations on this, we come back and decide if we will sign this or not?
Oh, sure. How about we book a meeting time? How many weeks do you want?
I would say 9 days time.
The figure's head would sort of lean to the side, keep leaning, almost as if it's gone slack for a moment. Sure thing. Again, if you have any revisions you want added, just tell me.
I will keep that in
Fair
mind
is
for when
fair.
we meet. Glacial will slowly get out of the chair. I will see you then, Jasper. For now, we are going to rest after our trip.
You just hear him cackle off as the candle lights itself. The room is empty. There is no contract to be found.
Glacial kind of like grabs Bird's arm and kind of like quick walks out of the room. Assuming on the actually, I'm gonna wait till we're at Alan's house. We should go to Glacier's gonna suggest we go to Alan's house with Alan.
Don't say anything, Ground's house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Righto. Anything you want us to do on the way to Alan's house?
No.
Yeah,
I
like,
think-
right
I
this
think we
instant, I just want to fucking go somewhere.
Just
I know,
visually
like, okay.
observe the town while they're walking. You know, slow walk, kind of.
Yeah.
Just look around.
The rate of devils definitely has increased. There is a lot more with weapons as well. Okay. The streets themselves, the violence has sort of calmed down a little bit comparative to the first time you came in, but it's very odd seeing tribute members wandering in daylight, per se. Wandering when a lot of people are around. How strange. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. We just unless Bird, I think it's only Bird looking. So unless you got more.
That's it. Now.
Let's go and
Righto.
relax for a bit. See if we can get some sanity.
In terms of Alan's house, the father will happily invite you all in. He definitely seems to want to hear stories of your adventures. He does check over his son, glances towards Theo, goes to give both men handshakes.
Handshake.
It is a firm one. You have not let his son die. You will not be killed this day.
Yippee!
Alright. So I assume after a little bit of talking, eating, telling stories, Glacial would pull the party to a private room in the house, but preferably one brightly lit.
That is perfectly fine. Would you like either the living room or would you like the shrine room?
I would say the shrine room. I don't mind particularly other things hearing, but I don't mind if Drunkle listens. I mind if Jasper listens. I mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Pulling the party there. So he offered to make it more binding on his end, and that upon completion of the contract, all ownership of the mental effects would simply disappear, be released. Which also implies he could just do that from the first place, and doesn't want to, which,
True.
but I told him we'd meet again in 9 days, as that gives us a week off and 2 other days to basically, odd jobs, shopping, make money, whatever we decide to do. I would say, Bird, if you have anything to say on the aberrations and their mental effects and all of that in the region, now would be the time to speak up.
Good day to thee.
Give me one moment, I'm just contacting someone to come jump in.
Okay.
What's up?
Anything that Bird would know about the aberrations that you could share?
Yes, actually. So, in terms of Inlet's aberrations, they come in various different forms. Some, let's see. Yeah, they come in various different forms. Some are visible to the naked eye, some are not. They can possess people, they can alter memories, they can You've seen instances of where they will start subtly shifting people's personalities, even. They will give you ideas. They will basically. Your mind is a resource there, and they will pluck and pull at what they can.
I see.
Hi, Ace.
Hmm.
So, now, since they were in a room which does have an altar to you, you were able to listen in on their conversation.
Hmm.
Part of which being, it seems that they are talking in reference to an eldritch star at one point, and that they'll have to deal with one. If you wish to make your entrance, you may to join this conversation.
So, am I able to talk to all of them, or I'm
Yes.
double checking? I can clarify. Oh,
You're there. It's an area where you can partially manifest, so you can basically partially form.
oh, perfect. Okay, cool.
Oh.
I'm gonna switch music.
Yeah.
Bitch, I must switch this. All right, cool. So, if able to, then she will have her appearance. Also, I'm so sad that my boyo's not here. This is some bullshit. So she'll pop up and will give the most unamused look to some of you. Just go, what are you all talking about?
There is now a woman with long black hair, pinkish sort of skin, multiple eyes twitching with almost page-like leaflets within them, as sort of almost curling out of the altar slightly.
Glacio will just look over to them. We are not the people under your contract. We do not
No, you're
need to pay.
not. You're not under. Well, you all aren't. I mean, I do have someone you all know. However, it seems you guys are trying to be talking about a contract within my area. So, might as well at least try to see if I can give some help.
Yes, but you are an Eldritch Star. You will also want. You do not give for no reason.
That is a fair thing to say. I mean,
If you
even
must
then,
truly know, we simply did not want to be in the company of the Jack. And we were speaking on the Eldritch Star that harbors ill intent towards Inalith.
see, of course, one of the main things that I'm trying to do is make sure that my boy does not go and get into harm. His safety
Yes.
is my priority. So that's why I'm wanting to try and
Oh,
help.
they got him! The sun got him!
What?
You cut out the end there.
That is so crazy. Damn, they're trying to sabotage me.
Can't believe.
They're trying to get my boy. Fuck. All right, but no, I am trying to make sure that my boy is safe. That is what I am wanting.
But we are not your boy.
We are with them. They do have a point. He's with us. So helping us helps him. If you see it that way.
I don't believe they particularly care whether or not our minds will get affected.
They're saying.
Well, either way, from what it seems like, the one that you were talking to is odd at this point. His thing used to be of mercy and temptation, however, it doesn't seem like, doesn't seem like his will is his own anymore. He's fallen long ago, so I'm surprised you're even trying with him.
We are not trying with him, we are simply trying to survive his influence. Are you unaware of the effect he has on Inalith?
Give me a second, let me take a look. I've had to keep a lot of things on record, but at least from my keepings, that sounds like news to me. Don't believe I recognize that portion.
As far as I am aware, they have had an impact on aberrations in the area, causing more permanent and more drastic mind-altering effects to people unlucky enough to come into contact with.
My memories changed, moved, are changing people's actions slowly over time. Our possessions, what the river that are of their throats.
Huh.
Not so present, I wonder.
I'm trying to go through and what you're describing. Someone might have, in a way, pulled him down. He was a kin of aberration, but maybe some type of lesser power. Which would be interesting.
While you are here,
Mm-hmm.
if I may ask, who are you exactly besides Alan's patron and Eldritch Star?
I was wondering on whether or not anyone would ask.
If you are planning to help us, usually introductions are appreciated.
That is true. I have been watching at least Alan for a bit, and well, akin towards you all as well now. But either way, then. In a way of at least saying who I am, then. My name's Umthra, of the 1,000 Pages, Curiosity and Knowledge Seeking.
Right, Persian Senor, indeed.
Pleasure. Any other
Do we need-
questions?
I was going to say, do we need to introduce ourselves to you, or do you already know who we are?
Sorry, say that one more time. I was looking at one of you.
Do we need to introduce ourselves to you, or do you already know who we are?
I know most besides that one, as I point to Theo. I know most of you, though, besides that one.
See how the gods shield me from the prying eyes of those outside.
Mm.
I am Theo, paladin of the three true divine.
I see. Makes sense then as to why I don't know you.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure. Also, I'm gonna put it into the mute VC. That's kind of the general look that I have gone with how she kind of looks. At least similar-ish.
Ah, got it.
Wonderful. Right on.
Right, that makes quite a bit of sense then, at least with yourself. Very interesting group you all are.
Eclectic mix.
You could say that indeed.
May I also ask, if you want to
Mhm.
help us, why exactly were you glaring at some of us?
Not really glaring, more so just looking. Some of you are a bit intriguing in a way that will gain unwanted attention at times. Though some do have a bit of interesting qualities to themselves.
Then what do you propose is your actual help here?
Well, at least for myself. Guess. I guess in a way, a path headed to be useful. I can aid by tying up some signals, per se. Voices of the stars can outshine others, so I could perhaps try to find a way of helping out with that. Make it a bit difficult.
Making it harder for them to influence us is what you're saying.
In a way, yes, that would be correct.
Let's see. That would be at least harmful and I nervous with this. Nervous another bry.
Pardon, one more time? As she was kind of giving you a bit of a odd look for a moment, Moon.
Was this really could be useful in what we're trying to do? Was hooray to do some things. What we were just talking about. If that is true.
Well, at least without aid, some of you won't make it past the first wall, though in Inalith, once you go in there, it might be difficult for me to find a way of reaching quickly. At least for my voice. It might be difficult, but eventually it will work, but without it, getting past that first wall would likely be, impossible.
But getting to the end of our goal, if still impossible, then if you can only help with the first of our hurdles, that does not, well, imply we can get through to all the others.
Well, I can find a way. More so, I need a bit of a nudge to be able to help out. And well, with what you all are doing, this is just that.
They
Haven't
sort
really
of
had
cock,
any help.
they cock an eyebrow, nudge, help.
Yes. How do I describe it? In a way... In a way, just needs a lead. Thus is my offer. Be able to help. Find, I guess, a way through. I help you make that first push, and then you're able to plot your own course, even.
But how will getting deeper be easier than getting through the first hurdle that you have described as impossible without your help?
Getting through the first one... I guess they expect more outside threats than internal ones. It's higher guard on the outside than on the inside. If I'm able to help you push through the outside portion and get you in, should be easier as they're not expecting people to get past.
I see. This makes sense. For that to know realm. He just kind of looks up and starts thinking, just in his mind.
So, is there anything else that I need to be of assistance or questions be answered? I sadly do not have much time.
We can speak another day, but you are saying our main concern isn't the star, but the people wielding its power, so to speak.
In a bit of a way. Again, if you allow me to, I can help you all get in, and then you can go the rest of your way. Does that sound like a good offer?
I
She's
believe
starting
it
to seem
should
a
be
bit more frantic a little bit.
I believe it should be something that should be spoke upon later. You can appear at this altar, can you not?
I am, and this is fair. If you all come up with a
Then
decision, then feel free to just either come here and call or ask Alan if you're able to. But I must be going now. Pleasure speaking.
Precious.
As she will.
Thank
She's
you for your
gone.
time, Ace.
Yo.
Much appreciated.
Seeing
Thank
that
you.
fucking countdown in my DMs is horrifying.
Righto, if you wish to stay, you can. Otherwise, you all are free to do as well. I'll be here as you need me.
you see Glacial just kind of just sit down on the floor, fucking hand on head, just.
Bird's just sitting in the corner like, what the fuck, more shit.
I am not pleased. I feel like we have been pushed into a corner with two devils. So far our only options are work with Jasper or work with Alan's patron. I do not like either option.
Ralph.
Regardless of the option, I think we should just relax for a while first.
Well, we were going to relax. I just simply wanted to catch us up until they dropped by.
That was indeed unplanned. Can carry on that one. That's. Just me over frying.
We will talk later. I think I wish to rest.
Arby for the breast, for was the third. Arist around.
I know. Since you all are resting, Moon. Sorry, yes, Moon. Actually, hold on.
Yeah.
Moon, do you wish to roll me a D100?
Yeah.
And Mush, do you wish to choose your trait now or save it till end of session?
I'll give it on the session.
Go.
Something could always happen in the last 30 minutes.
72.
Save it. Ooh, okay. So, your mind is drawn into a vision. You see that door again. You, however, also see tendrils of almost pink chain wrapped into the sky itself, leading back towards a satin and almost winged bed. The vision ends with a feminine figure's head turning towards you.
Ooh, fuck. Okay.
Lovely. So, what would you all like to do when you wake in the morning? Today is a dry and sweltering one, as always. The sound of mega crickets in your ears.
We were talking about it. We were planning to take a week. Preferably just allow certain members of the party Stone turn sound effect to Vivian and Isil to rest, relax, try and regain their sanity. That's why I said 9 days. Basically a week to relax, and then we're gonna take the last 2 to actually do shit.
Okay. we'll skip a week then. For those whose sanities have been sundered, I will say they have improved quite substantially. So you will likely all be put back up to maximum values.
We're normal.
Very
Yeah.
needed. Well, it's not very needed. Not. It was only 2 people in the
It's
party
only
going mentally
them.
fucking bonkers, but
Yeah,
they were
well,
going very mentally bonkers.
They're very
The
bonkers.
disposition was like, okay, we got underpass on 15 out of like 39, and then we had
Yeah.
nuggets on 2 of 33. Fuck me.
What happens if I hit 0?
2 of 34, I think is.
Oh,
Can
don't
you
worry
just
if
go
that
permanent?
reaches 0.
Okay. Cool.
Don't worry.
All right.
Oh.
I want to ask also, just past week, basically, any other changes we've observed in Carthage?
Bounties are slightly different. It seems a lot more of them seem to be hunting more of those lizard folk-like individuals. There's a lot more of those bounties going around.
Same ones we fought fucking before.
Yes.
Huh.
Fuck.
There
What
also
is it
seems
worth?
to be... Oh, go ahead.
No, finish first. Finish first before I ask.
So there also seems to be a few more Drosselin citizens around. People who have migrated from there. There is the odd person here and there making like contracts out in the open. A lot of the devils in the street seem to be more wary, less rowdy, slightly just watching. And the tribute members walk in generally in sets of 3, sort of almost like they're patrolling the area. None of you are from Carthage, so this won't have too much meaning to you.
What are the bounties? What's at least because those are like the most fucking prevalent, like easiest sources of income we can find. What's the bounties looking like?
Okay, so a lot of them seem to be 30 or 40 gold at the current time. They seem to be different criminals. There's a few of those lizard ones, like individual lizard folk. There also seems to be one for 50 gold for chasing down a storm seeker, with the title of the Howling One that you could take. Their picture looks almost like a Goliath, with an almost wolf-like tattoo across their face.
Mama.
Hmm.
Is the highest rewarding 150 gold? Is the
Currently, yes. Seems the
I'm
money
gonna,
might have been funneled somewhere else.
I'm about to start looking at the party. None of these for the work we'd have to do. None of these seem particularly appealing.
Not really. Or at least not greatly yet. Not worth it.
Hey Dan, question.
Hi.
I'll ask for my cosmic device. Does this seem like the type of place I could sell an Oni claw to someone?
Based on what the Onis are, there definitely would be a quote-unquote hunters group that would love that sort of thing. Though they do seem to assemble slightly later in the evening.
Okay, we can do that later. We should find some other jobs for now.
Okay.
I guess, can we talk to Alan's parents? They're like, we don't have Alan here, so they're the only locals we can really talk to.
No, that's fair.
I guess, going up to the dad. The dad is like the worker of the family, so. Excuse me. We were meaning to look for some odd-end jobs before we have to leave again. Is there anywhere you might advise looking for work?
Well, there's a couple different places we got. I mean, could do carriage cleanings. I know some people have been needing gunsmiths lately, due to the the ones we had from Stagheim leaving. Definitely some general physical labor. I know there's a few more buildings that were needing to be built, so if you got any carpentry or stonemasons in your little group there.
Sound like a Theo job. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh no, I was just saying it does.
Unfortunately, there's not many work opportunities in Carthage, like always.
Yeah.
Yeah, bounties are always your best bet, if anything. Personally, it's what I do.
Recalling, were there any bounties that seemed like the people were coalesced together where we could possibly collect on multiple bounties at once?
There's a few. There was definitely a couple of those more runaway criminal types definitely seem to get up together, as it seems like a transport from a Hammerfall of some of their criminals got breached by the Alabaster Dragons on the outskirts, and people just fucking fled. So likely those are in a group. You could probably tag 4 of them together for 200.
Yep. Let's do that.
5 of them. Sorry.
5 of them?
Let's. I look at the party.
Sure.
I think we should do that. I think.
I mean, we can. We need to service everyone. There is more baratis.
I have 5 of them. There are 5 of us. Fine. I believe we are.
They don't have anything special.
We should see if we can get any more information while claiming the bounty.
True. That would be a good one.
Is there any place particularly like we can accept the bounties? I mean,
yes, there is a bounty board with Miss Sable.
Yeah. Who's running the place? Who can I?
Miss Sable.
I heard the stable for some reason, not Miss Sable. Yeah, no.
Yeah, Miss Sable. My bad.
Excuse me.
Yeah, kid. What do you want?
Pointing at the bounties for that group. Is there any particular information that you have on them? We were planning to accept the bounty for them.
Oh, those ones. I heard they're found for robbery in Hammerfall. Robbing some traders that came from the principalities or some bullshit. Those ones. I'd say be careful of the, how do I put it? There's a hobgoblin member of their group. Former Carthage person definitely has a deal going with one of the barons.
I see.
Got a couple of them. And I know a few of them has some pretty nice guns.
Seems like it'd be advisable we sneak up on them if we can.
Oh, likely. They're known for ambushing carriages, so you can pull them into like a wee reversey thing, possibly. Anywho, sorry. The air's just so dry these days. Damn kids making the air dry. Why the fuck you laughing? You're part of the problem.
Apologies.
You better fucking apologize for your existence. Anywho, you accept lead bannies or not?
Looking at the party, or do we want to accept these?
If everybody else does, then I see no problem. Right?
I'm in agreement. Bird, Theo?
I know.
No, Bird, Theo. Alright, well, Millie's not here, or at least can't speak, so that's majority, so yeah, we're taking this. I'm gonna make sure Kling suffers. I wanna make sure he comes back in the middle of combat.
Yes, suffering. Make them suffer. We approve his actions.
He's at church. He's being a very devout boy right now because his parents wanted him to go to church for Easter.
Ah, yes. Very devout on high holidays only.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, not to. I don't want to say all this shit on stream, but yeah, Kling's with his folks because
Right.
you know
So-
spend time.
What is the
Yeah.
plan with this group?
I suppose we could leave. We could let Bird basically. Well, maybe Bird and like Theo, quote unquote. You know, take isn't well. But mm, 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 mm. I'll ask the rest of the party. Huddle up, team huddle.
Hello.
Okay,
Right, whilst you're doing that, I'm going to take a drink. You'll have-
yeah. What would be the game plan here? Our best way to get them to find them and would be, you know, reverse ambush. But the question is, how many people do we want to leave by the cart?
Oh,
Because only out of the current people, obviously, we'll have Alan next time.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Who does have ranged capabilities, meaning we could leave the 3 melee fighters at the cart and then the 3 ranged people to. You know, if Cypheros isn't a fraud, Cypheros could hopefully immediately like blow the brains out of one of them.
Yeah, but you can do both because he's tank and ranged.
Yeah, but you have to drive the carriage of the
I
issue.
have
You
to drive
have
the
to at
carriage,
least.
so I have to be there. So that makes sense. So I can at least be there.
So-
So,
So we're drawing them over to the cart, right?
you're trying to get them to attack us, and then we spring the trap under them. So a trap within a trap.
The good thing is we sprung a lot of money on a good horse and a good carriage, so our carriage looks quite robbable.
I'm very good at making myself look very vulnerable.
We're gonna make them look like they're the passenger and put in prison.
That is possible.
Have them look like we're transporting a somebody with note
That could work.
and be the
That,
driver.
yes, that could work. You're the driver,
For
Theo could
guard.
be the quote-unquote guard, and then, yeah.
Yes.
I think we are in agreement for this plan of action.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Dan is still up, but he can at least hear us, so, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm just also preparing something.
Yeah. Huh. All right, Clink. You came in during a god storm. Now come in during a fucking ambush in Carla Ridge. Come in. I should eat after a session. I should play nap roulette.
A very quick one.
Yeah. Right. Shall I get the battle map sorted for you all then?
Yup.
Here.
Okay, so
Cypheros, I need
if
you to
you all
walk.
on the map can assign where people are to go, in or out of the carriage. The carriage is all the squares taken up by the thing. It should be on the current screen.
If Silt wants to come down and basically hide behind these rocks with me, that seems like the best place to basically wait to set up the ambush is, you know, hidden
Yeah.
behind them. Yeah.
Behind other rocks.
Yeah.
And then Alan's buried on the other side or with him.
Alan has the fucking absurd range because Eldritch Blast fucking range is pretty fucking massive. Also,
Yeah.
Millie, you even here?
I think Millie has been taken.
Fuck.
Damn. Well,
Just tell me where you want Millie and I can move them.
If no one has any complaints, I imagine all of them would be hidden behind the rocks.
Okay, so
yeah, at least on that
yeah,
side.
you can. I'd say if I can move you all here, like behind the rocks over this side, please.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you want Millie behind the rocks, Alan behind the rocks, or somewhere else?
Yeah, Alan behind the... It doesn't really... They have guns, and we're pretty far away already. It doesn't really matter if we're spaced out. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna reveal the enemy's side if you're all done setting up.
I believe so.
Okay, now, how we can do this, we can either start combat now or end the session slightly early. I'll let you all determine how that goes.
I
I think we should get a little bit of the calm.
Early, and have a chance for Cleek to be here at the start, so he knows what's going on.
That's fair.
That is fair.
Okay.
Nuggets? Kieran?
I'm down for either, but actually no, I'd be more down to end it a little early.
Yeah.
Kieran? Yeah, we
No,
can end early.
Right. Cool. So
Wait a
these are
minute,
here's the enemies.
What the fuck is that?
Looks healthy.
Ooh.
That's one of the bandits?
No,
No.
that's for those who have been trekking for a while, that is a Gathra. A Gathra is a native hellish wildlife that normally roams as hordes. They are also known as hell cows.
No.
Yeah, Gathras are really nasty things. They're also they are very, very evil creatures that will bash through things if they can. In addition to being able to scream in other people's voices as their form of communication.
Huh.
Yeah. So there is the 5 bandits plus the Gathra.
Yeah, one of them hiding at the very top and red tinted.
Red tinted because that is your hobgoblin.
Okay.
Yeah.
One with the Baron boon.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
right now, Mush.
Yeah.
It's the end of session. Who do you want to use the thing on?
I haven't actually. Okay, well, let me ask first. Has anyone in the party updated besides Bird?
No.
Okay. Jasper.
How wonderful. One moment.
Because, like hell, I want to look at the fucking Eldritch Star.
Hi!
Yeah, let's should look at a god. A god, but you know. Waiting.
Okay. I need to jump out.
Okay,
I will catch all of you later.
Bye-bye.
Man, had lots of fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Happy. Right in my stream. Give me a second. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys are still here, I know I saw a few of you guys. Otherwise, I will see you guys later tonight for more CA. So goodbye. Wah, 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 wah.